Abuse happens and trauma happens. But here's the thing. It could have an effect on a child's brain if it's unresolved and not tended to. But we have the ability to change that. Well, everyone knows probably what we do, but I would describe it as a place where children are truly cared for. The best part of it is that we take them at their hurting point and we start to help them heal. Research tells us that 1 in 10 kids will be sexually abused by their 18th birthday. But in the CAC, we were seeing about 1,000 kids a year. There are 58,000 children, 0 to 17, in Smith County. And we realize, where are the other children? The answer, they're in the classroom.
I knew I wanted our campus to have trauma-informed training because it's the year 2022. Our kids are already going through so many things that we never had to deal with, even 10 years ago.
Children bring a physical backpack to school every day, but really internally, there's a backpack of emotions that they cannot unpack. What a child has seen or experienced in their life and during the day or before they get to school, they cannot take that backpack off and say, hey, I'm just here ready for learning. It doesn't work that way. They bring their emotional backpack and their physical backpack.
You were taught that if a child was acting out, that it was a behavior issue and that you were to deal with it, and that if you didn't, then that could look badly on yourself. There's been a mind shift, I would say, since we've had the trauma-informed training, and it's nice to have our administrators on board too. They've been through the training, so they understand what we're doing.
Being trauma-informed for educators, it can feel like one more thing on their plate. And what we teach is, it is actually the plate. It is the foundation. Without healthy kids who are emotionally regulated, who are able to balance their stress and understand what has happened to them, then there is no learning. But once kids feel safe, they have someone they can trust, then learning can happen at a greater level than ever before.
I had a student in my office. He was in trouble with a discipline situation. Before, as a principal, I would just get down to business, take care of the discipline situation, make sure that he had the consequences. But this trauma-informed training has had me dig deeper. I have a softer heart.
My dream for 10 years from now for the children of Smith County is to have every classroom, every teacher trained, so that no matter what kids are experiencing, they walk into a classroom and a teacher right away starts to ask that question, what has happened to this kid? Because they recognize the signs, they recognize some of the behavior, and kids right away start to heal.
And so I just thought about it in that moment and said, you know what? What has happened to you? Is there anything that's happened to you recently that would cause you to act out and to hurt this other kid? And I'll never forget that, because tears started to roll down his face, and he started to tell me about a traumatic event that had happened to him at his home just a few days earlier.
The last 2 years have been more difficult than most of the 18 years of my teaching. We've seen more and more children that have trauma in their lives. They are hurting, their families are hurting, teachers are hurting. So it's been very difficult, but I was so blessed to be a part of the trauma-informed training. It taught so much, and it absolutely changed my life.